have been by. I'm Praveen Gedam. I was Municipal Commissioner of Nagpur before I took over as Transport Commissioner of Maharashtra. And there were quite a few e-gov applications which we developed at that particular place in Nashik Corporation, which I am going to talk about, and to show live how it works. Some basic points, which I want to drive upon is that e-governance really doesn't require great rocket science and no very meager expenditure. You can really do wonders. Is that in the technology? So a few things which we developed and almost 10-15 different applications, we brought them together in one single app. That is a basic which we are missing these days. Every government service or any service that we provide, it has to be through single interface. Otherwise, you cannot have so many apps and various websites giving different verticals services. And I am very happy to tell you that the Smart Nashik app, which I was planning to show, but there is some problem. It has probably the highest number of downloads as far as corporations concerned, and it has crossed 45,000 downloads in one city. So you can imagine the level of complexity that has gone into it. So, and whatever I am going to show you on web browser, everything is available in that particular application. So, then how we use this to promote transparency in administration? Planning in corporations and government is subject to a lot of political influence, and how to overcome that influence. So for planning, Nashik is the only corporation which is having its all infrastructure properly mapped on GIS. Each and every part of infrastructure, there are 83 layers which are digitized, mapped on GIS, and again it is not a software which is purchased, it is the open source software, so that its further integration with various Again, some things which we commonly miss as a municipal authority or government officers is to have lot of data. It's basically more of analysis that is required and basic data. We cannot end up having our e-governance setup converted into data entry system kind of a thing, and everything has to be a single point system. Now, I already told you about the GIS mapping of all infrastructure and how it helped. I told you this 9 broad categories, but there are total 83 layers which we mapped all in-house, and this is how that dashboard looks like. This is available in public domain. You can simply go to Nashik Corporation's website and you yourself can see all this. So this is how Nashik city looks like without Google overlay, with Google overlay, and then a part of it is zoomed in, and then I click on PWD, that is Public Works Department, and concrete roads. So the concrete roads, they pop up. This is, I will discuss how it is important for planning and especially generating political consensus, because corporations are bodies where hundreds of corporators belonging to different parties with different ideologies, they are going to give approvals to various development projects. Then I click on one of these roads and further details of that particular road, when it was constructed, what is the width, what is the length, how is the condition, good, bad, and all that it comes out. Then I click on asphalt road. Asphalt roads are, so in this way we can have, this is another part of Nashik city, and here I am showing water nodes, valves, pipelines, and elevated surface reservoirs, ESRs. This is without Google, it's more clear. Then is another electric poles, all 70,000 electric poles with all the details. This is huge data which we can integrate with any system. Now here it is showing drainage. Now very peculiar thing about drainage is that you will see each and drainage and water supply. The z-axis is very relevant. GIS shows x and y axis, longitude and latitude. But the level from mean sea level, what is the distance of that particular point? It becomes relevant because when you are planning a water supply scheme or a drainage scheme, the gravity is a very key player, and you can drastically reduce your expenses in maintenance and development of new infrastructure if you have this data with you. This is showing now these are building footprints which we have. This is useful for property taxation. There is then identification of encroachments, illegal constructions. So everything you can do at the click of your button. Then we also mapped properties of corporation, and almost 3,000 properties were found. The data was not available at one place, and then you have issues like leases getting expired, you are not able to follow up, and it's a major source of revenue. So it's just showing these are the properties belonging to corporation in one particular part of one particular ward. And as I am going to discuss, all this helps immensely in development, service delivery, and all other works like electoral ward formation. It was very useful, and of course it brings about transparency and accountability. So I'll just discuss this example. 191 crores were earmarked for upgradation and development of roads. Typically, what happens in municipal corporation or any political setup, like take the case of Nashik, there are 61 wards, 122 corporators plus 5 more co-opted corporators. So things will get divided by 61 and everybody will get 3 point something crore in his ward to spend. So you will have older developed part of the city, same roads getting relaid, and outer peripheries which are short of funds. So this is a part of Nashik city. It shows black lines are boundaries between different wards. This is more clear. If we had gone by traditional ways, this would have been the distribution of money in various parts of the city, and approximately 313 lakh on various aspects of road developments in each and every ward. And it is extremely difficult to shift 1 rupee of money from one ward to other ward, mind by. And these top 3 figures that you are seeing, W stands for WBM roads, for colony roads, A is asphaltation of colony roads, and M is repairing of main roads. So this is the classification. Now what we did using the data that I just showed you, in some wards we did not give even single rupee, and that to have, and usually these are the wards which are older wards with political stalwarts and all that, but still we could go through getting approval of a very heterogeneous body without unified leader for this kind of proposal in the political setup. You would see many wards got more than 10 crore rupees and many wards got only 0 rupees. So that was the practical use of this data, because a lot of times people understand that yes, neglected areas they have to be given more. But when you have rock solid data and which can be expressed in terms of photographic images, then the counter arguments really breaks down. And then we can do various different types of analysis with this data, like properties with expired leases, roads which were repaired more than 5 years ago. Just click on the button and your program is ready. So this is one thing which we did in Nashik. The other thing which I want to talk about, extremely simple innovation, attendance marking using GPS location. This was done during Kumbh Mela because there were, on the peak day there were 5 million people and 3,300 staff working in that crowd of 5 million. It is absolutely impossible to check the attendance otherwise also, and even otherwise in city, for example Nagpur, 3 million people, how do you go and check the attendance of 8,000, 10,000 people who are scattered all over the city? And it is well known that there are problems with respect to proxies, absentees, and it is said that up to 1/4 to 3/4 people are maybe working in this proxy fashion or absentee fashion, and it's a huge drain on government exchequer. So this is the system which we call selfie-attendance system. It works with both the cameras. So it works with facial recognition. You just click the photo and attendance is taken. So this software was developed at the cost of less than 50,000 rupees locally. And this is how it generates results. You can see the in and out. The top right chart is attendance sheet with in time, out time, location. The bottom left, it shows individual location of individual person. Bottom right shows location of various persons. There are various permutations and combinations in which reports can be seen. And it has lots of advantages over standalone typical biometric attendance system which we use in various government offices. Most important is it is at least 5 to 6 times cheaper compared to that, and then with added advantage of extreme flexibility and mobility, you can take it anywhere. And then one more additional, I am not going into details because otherwise I will run out of time. Real-time location can be taken. This is how it is. We then, after Kumbh Mela, we extended this to real-time location of certain staff, because again, attendance is marked, but what if the work is not done? For example, this is an example with respect to pest control, that is mosquito control, where the workers are expected to go from house to house doing their spraying. So whether they are really going or not, it so happens that register comes with signatures which are not verifiable, based on which bills are usually passed. And there is absolutely no way to find out whether the work was done or not. So, oh my God, battery is running low. If I can get so how his location is seen here. Payments can be linked with this, more saving of money, and ideally it should be linked with RTGS. Then I want to show you one Know Our Works application, which again is one of its kind. Now, all this I am showing is available on app also, except this GIS thing was not available because of now each and every penny spent from government money, it gets reflected here. Even if it is a small work of 10 rupees, so you can select the work as per ward, for example, division, ward. So let us not waste much time into it. I am selecting the works of Panchavati. This is the list of works done in Panchavati area. So cleaning, repairing and maintenance of sewer lines or supply of temporary, now this is a temporary work which I am just clicking, and there is no way to verify in future whether this work was really done or not. You can see this, as I told, on app also. So this is where this work was done, fencing on road. The location is seen on Google Map. The details like name of contractor, what amount of money was spent, and all that, which is very sought after information in RTI. It is also seen. And if you click, you can see the photographs with dates, whether the work was done or not. Now, this is extremely important where things cannot be verified in future. For example, filling of the pothole or cleaning of the choked up drainage line, where or nale safai as they typically call it. It cannot be verified in future, and this gives an evidence, permanent evidence, and this anybody can see. It's all in public domain. In fact, for certain category of works where processes are also important, videos can also be uploaded. And show one more. And this doesn't require any data entry. The time of when you give work order, some unique number is generated, it gets linked with the mobile app of that particular junior engineer, and he simply goes on clicking photographs. No data entry is required. I'll just close this. Then one more thing, there is all cities, they have this typical problem that plans which are approved by government or corporations, they don't, contractors, they show some other, so building, all building plans of all flats, they are available here. You can search it by using architect's name, builder's name, plot number, whatever. It's available on mobile app also. Then garbage, vehicle locations, how it moved over last few days or few hours, you can see. And again, this is linked with the app. When now this is in experimental stage. If a truck comes within say 50 meters of your house, then your mobile will generate an individual alarm so that you can come down with garbage and be ready to give it. Then there is a very elaborate grievance redressal system which has various types of reports. I am not going to go into it, but you can have, and it also has reports of telephone calls. So I can listen to all the calls which are made to the call center, so as to ensure that actually the grievance was redressed in a proper fashion. It has proper escalation matrix. It escalates from one hierarchy to other, and accordingly, if it is not getting disposed of in a timely fashion, the concerned officer can be hauled up. Then I told you earlier that individual route of individual person can be seen, how he moved along on a particular day or a group of days, that can also be seen. Then of course other things which are there in many other corporations, like payment of property tax, water tax, and so you can see this complaint came from mobile app, and its detail will be seen here along with the location. And there is a dashboard which shows locations, then it shows replies which went to the particular complainant, and finally he has given the message that yes, he is satisfied with the redressal of the grievance. So in very brief, I tried to cover as many things as possible, and we crammed this whole package into one mobile app, which I could not show today for some reason, but it's really very popular. It is number one as far as when it comes to lodging of complaints. The most popular medium is now mobile app, followed by website, and the last one is physical complaint on paper. So that is how, and this whole mobile app which I was talking about, which you can see on Android as well as Apple, it costed less than 1 lakh rupees. Thank you so much.